What's up, YouTube? Now you see the title of this video, and there's no picture on the screen. normally that's normally that's what's on the screen of my videos is a picture. Um, but this time we're doing something different. And I mean, if you see the title of the video, you probably already know what's going on. But yeah, there is no picture on the screen because this is gonna be a different video. Cause I'm gonna just get right into it. Now, you know, I said in a couple of past videos that I did that I was gonna make a video. Now there's so many videos I have, pretty much waiting to be made, to be created that I need to make. Um, but this video in particular right here, I said I was gonna make in a couple videos of a couple videos back. I said I was gonna make this video where I was going to be basically exposing, as I said I was going to do, basically pretty much as you see the title of the video, giving you the real reason that Cynthia G does the content she does and what's really going on with her in terms of her toxicity and her triggeredness. Because what you have to understand is, and this video might be a long one, I'm telling you that right now, it might be a long one, so if you might want to skip ahead to certain parts, skip around or whatever, then by all means do that, because this video might be a long video. Because what I want to do is I really want to show you, because like I said, I'm going to expose this, because I was gonna the video I was gonna do wasn't gonna be like this. Originally, when I had the video in my head, I was just gonna have a picture on the screen and I was just gonna break down some of the stuff she said in her content. But I decided, what better way to do it than to just have clips of some of her videos. So a clip of her video, one of her videos, to where I can pretty much use that and say, okay, well, this is from her own mouth. I can then give my own input on it as to what is being said, and do my, pretty much, I guess you would say, get past the bullshit and tell you what's really going on. Because what you have to understand is, with this Cynthia G chick, is that what we're dealing with here is a bitter, angry, triggered woman. Now, I know the word bitter is overused. A lot of these niggas use that, but you have to understand, I'm not by any means over here just trying to regurgitate what those niggas say in, the Black Manosphere, even though I listen to some Black Manosphere content, but I don't really, most of the content I listen to on YouTube is really not the Black Manosphere content, or just Black YouTube in general, at least in this sector. Because as I've said in past videos, you niggas are dumb, so I'm not even about to get into that. That's a whole nother video. I try mostly to stay away from a lot of the content, a lot of the toxic content, but I like to bring light to certain things so I can expose stuff. Because one thing that I like to do, that I enjoy really, is breaking down people's psyches the best that I can, exposing shit that is quite obvious. And because when I sit back and look at this shit like this, it confuses me how people don't see what's going on here. I see a lot of confused people. I see a lot of people who don't understand what's taking place. Now, when we're looking at her fan base, Cynthia G's fan base is mostly Black women, and mostly they're going to, the women who watch her are going to agree with her shit. Because, as I've said in past videos, a lot of the women who watch her are, a lot of the women who, I don't know if I said this in a past video or not really, but a lot of the women who watch her are like the women who claim they're divested. And we're gonna get more into that in this video, because I'm gonna detail some stuff that I want to talk about in this video in particular that I'm about to review. But a lot of the women who watch her claim they're divested, and I'm gonna explain and show y'all how that's a bunch of bullshit. Because niggas are dumb, so they don't really understand words. Black people, words have meaning. Words have meaning. You can't just say shit and then not execute and then it not have a meaning to it. Like, words have meaning. So when they say they're divested, I don't know, maybe they don't understand the definition of that word and understand what it means, but they're not divested by definition. Not only that, but we're gonna get into that. Let me save that. But before I even begin this video, I'm not gonna play the whole video of this video. That I'm not even gonna tell y'all the video that it is we're reviewing. Well, I'll tell you in a second. But before I start this video, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm not gonna go beginning to end because I'm not doing that. There's only certain parts I want to play. I'm not playing the whole video because honestly, this video probably already is gonna be long, and then on top of that, I'm not about to sit up here and I'm already possibly gonna lose brain cells just listening to this shit. So me even doing listening to the whole video and giving my input, pausing it here and there, that not only will that take a very long time, then this video probably already is gonna be, but then on top of that, I'm possibly gonna lose more brain cells than I would hope to. So we're not even gonna do that. We're just gonna play certain parts because I've already watched. Well, I didn't watch the whole video. I was actually skipping through the video when I first looked at it because, like I said, I can't even watch the whole video. I can't watch. This is not the type of content I'd be watching. Like, I honestly just had to use this video to expose because I want this to be the video people can look to and be like, oh yeah, this is the video where he exposed this particular content creator when it comes to her bullshit, because there's gonna be no denying this shit, because this is the truth of what her content's all about. This is really why I'm making this video, just to bullet point that as to what this is. But we're not gonna play the whole video. We're only gonna play certain snippets, and I want to highlight what this is, expose, because we're gonna get further to it when I play this video. But this is a triggered woman. She's mad, she's bitter, she's angry, and there are some things in this video that she said that I want to highlight because it literally, this is actually something that I've already known, but I just want she said it out of her own mouth, so now I can elaborate on it, and I can basically show y'all this is what this is all about. This is what she's so mad about, and I'm also gonna address the women who watch her, because I found something to be very odd when I watched this video, because not only did I watch some of this video, but then I also went ahead and went to the comment section so I could really just get the mindset of this video. And as I'm reading the comments, I noticed something very strange, and that right there that I'm going to tell y'all is going to be the most disturbing part of it all. But we're going to save that until I get into this video. I'm going to get into this video and then I'll explain more upon that. But so let's just start. I'm actually just going to skip to hopefully the part that I want. Hopefully we can get to the part that I want to highlight. But let's just go ahead and start this video. We're just gonna skip ahead.
When you use constant contact, prepare accordingly.
Degrees and who have training.
When you use constant contact, prepare accordingly.
Men already feel that there's such a high amount of black men outcomes. If their preferences are now realizing, but you heard her say that literally all of the women of no color that she know who are married to black men get the same black man. Black men stalk my.
Okay, upon what she just said right there, I don't even know the context of what she's talking about, because I literally just skipped to this part. But because this woman likes to try to push the narrative. If you don't know who exactly this is yet, or obviously you'll be familiar with this particular individual if you're watching this video, possibly. But she likes to try to push the narrative that every black man who dates interracially, basically is, I guess, all these non-black women are getting black men who are not good men or whatever, which is laughable because I guess she was just alluding to some anecdotal evidence that somebody was saying, or something that she's saying, that somebody said something to her about every non-black woman that's with a black man that they know who's married to a black man is getting the same black man. I don't know what the hell that even means. That makes no sense. But I know plenty of black men who are in interracial relationships and they're not unsuccessful. So, I mean, anecdotal evidence can literally be used if that's what they're gonna try to do. But I mean, I know black men who are with non-black women and their relationships are just fine. They've been married for damn near over a decade. So, I mean, many decades. Like it would be like over 20 years now. So I don't understand the narrative. It's gonna all make sense in a couple seconds what this is all about, because this is really what I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the rest of some of this, and I'm gonna show you what this is all about.
Channel, they stalk Nyla's channel because we're putting out this.
Then she's talking about someone stalking her channel. I find that to be laughable when she literally stalks black men. I mean, right now she's stalking a black man. What do you see on the screen here? Apparently, this is some video of some Negro on TikTok who was, I guess, he was talking about, marriage and stuff, and talking about, uh, you know, just basically, I guess, reasons why black women aren't in marriages or whatever. I don't know, but he's basically talking about that sort of thing, and she's talking about his video, and she's trying to make it seem as if, oh, why is he talking about black women? Why don't you go get a non-black woman? But the same thing could be said about you women who claim y'all are divested. Why are women who claim they're divested, and I'm gonna get to that later in this video, but why are women who claim they're divested watching Cynthia G and looking at her content if they're so happy with their white king? This is shit that makes no sense. I'm gonna get to it in a second. But she's saying someone's stalking her and her channel, and what she say, Nyla or whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video on her too, but she's saying people are stalking her channel when she stalks black men. Just look at her content. But let's continue.
Information that's going to affect their dating outcomes. If their preferences are now realizing.
And that right there is what I wanted to highlight right there. That is the part. That's really all I want to highlight. I might play some more stuff, but that's what I want to highlight right there. That is what this whole thing is about with Cynthia G. This is why she is so mad and triggered. She just said it. She's claiming what she's doing in her delusional mind, in her, because you have to understand, women like this and many of the black women on social media that are like her believe that social media is reality. So she believes that by her making her goofy ass videos on social media, this is going to affect the entire planet and make non-black women, no non-black woman on the planet will date a black man. This is her goal. See, because as she just said, she said what she's doing, she believes in her deluded mind is going to affect the dating options of black men. So what does this prove? And I've said this before actually, but what she wants to do is that she wants to try to get no, she wants all non-black women to view black men how she views them and to not date black men. She wants black men to have no dating options, so that way, because you have to understand, misery likes company. Cynthia G is a bitter, miserable woman, and she wants to her and the women like her who watch her content, regardless of what they say about them saying they're divested and all this, they're not. They're unhappy. They're, even if they do have a man, they are still miserable. How? Because anyone who watches this content and takes the narrative that she takes against all black men and bashing all black men, they're miserable. They're like, psychology even proves that. Anyone who studies psychology knows if you are consuming negative things constantly, there's no way you can be happy. So when you have women consuming this content, it doesn't matter the circumstances of their life of what they claim. They are unhappy. These are just the facts. I'm not about to argue this shit. Nobody who's happy takes the viewpoints of this woman, because quite frankly, if she's saying, I'm gonna get to it later, but if you're saying the women who watch her and others like her are saying that they're divested, why are y'all so focused on black men? This doesn't make any logical sense. It makes no sense at all. But we're gonna get into it. But like I said, she is saying this is the truth of what her channel is really about. She wants to try to eliminate the dating options of black men. Now, I'm gonna explain how that makes no sense later on in this, because she's about to say something else that makes no sense. It literally just contradicts what she just said. Watch, just wait in a second.
They're getting the same black man. What does that mean for black men in the future? Less options. So what this is a last-ditch pathetic attempt to get black women who already see them for the struggle bandit, air mattress mandingos that they are, to see some value in them. And we ain't going. We know that you're the least desired man on the face of the planet, and that if you were...
Now, how can you say these men are the least desired men on the face of the planet after just saying that what you're doing is going to eliminate their dating options? Well, if they're the least desired, then they wouldn't have any dating options then to begin with, because they're the least desired. As she just said, she doesn't even believe this goofy shit. Um, According to this, I guess the statistics when it comes to dating apps and whatnot, the actual least desired men, I believe, are Asian men. But and I'm not about to get into all that. That's just what the dating app statistics say. That's all I'm about to say on that. So the statistics don't even really match what she's saying, but it doesn't have to, because she understands that black women are dumb. The ones who watch her, more in particular, she understands that the black women who watch her are dumb, and they don't have, I mean, the IQ, my God, I can only imagine where it's at. So she understands that they're stupid. So they're not really gonna critically think at all. Black people in general lack critical thinking skills. The more I look at the dumb shit you niggas do on social media, the more it makes me start to think, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I'm starting to worry, man. I'm starting to think, man, that something is, it might be true that, let me stop. You niggas are dumb. That's all I gotta say. And there's no way that any of this shit right here that you're seeing makes any logical sense. I mean, just off of this little snippet alone that I just played makes no sense. This right here is what I wanted to highlight mostly, though, because this is what her channel is all about, trying to eliminate the dating options of black men, because she is triggered when it comes to black men interracially dating, because it gets much deeper than, I might have to make a part 2 to this, where I don't really have this video on the screen. I just have a picture, because I want to elaborate more on it just to show this video, and then my next video will be the part 2, where I elaborate more on why she's so triggered about black men interracially dating, and why the women who watch her are so triggered over it. Because the women who watch her are definitely triggered over it. This is all they focus on. And before I play the rest of this video, that brings me to the next part that I mentioned about the comments when I read them. And what disturbed me the most is that you have women in the comment section of this video that you see on the screen. In the comment section, you had women who were saying that they were divested and they were with Brad. They were happily divested with Brad. They're with their white king. And I'm sitting back thinking to myself, okay, if you're with your Brad, why are you watching content that stocks black men and focuses on black men? Why are you watching a content creator that does nothing but talk about black men and talk shit on all black men in a negative light? Pushes a narrative against all black men, talks negative against all black men, and has so many layers of hypocrisy. Because one comment that really showed me that this proves not only that the agenda of this woman, Cynthia G, and what her content is really about when it comes to, she wants to try to quote unquote eliminate the dating options of black men. This is why she does the content she does, fellas. This is the only reason she does it. There is no other reason. She does not care about black women. And I'm gonna talk about all that in my part 2. But if she really, no. The one comment that really showed me that this has nothing to do with anything about black men and what they're not doing or them being quote unquote conquered and all this goofy shit, is because I read a comment where you had this, I think it was a Latino man in the comment section, some Mexican dude, and he's what I would call, I have the term for the musty white male, the white nationalist Brad that, would agree with these viewpoints, but we also have the musty Jose, and we had a musty Jose in the comment section, and he was basically sitting up talking about these men. Well, why don't they want to get money, get a job and a car and all this shit? And I'm sitting back looking at the goofy shit that he's saying, and I'm looking at the replies to his comment. And one thing that made no sense to me is that I read a comment where a woman was saying that Mexican men dominate the American labor force. Now, although that's not entirely true, but what was a complete contradiction and hypocrisy to me is that if that had been, let's say it was the other way around, and it was black men who were in the labor force heavily, and basically we're in the labor force to the degree in which they're saying Mexican men were, you know what the narrative would be? Especially from a Cynthia G. It's funny because the very content creator she's watching, this is what she would say. She would say, because when it comes to black men working jobs, you know what? I've heard these women say this. When it comes to a black man working a job, they'll say, "Oh, he's conquered. He's working for another male group." But when it comes to the Mexican man in this comment section, and what she was saying about, and this woman who was replying to that, and what she was saying about Mexican men in general was that, oh well, they dominate the American labor force. Well, hold up now. So a so basically you will praise Mexican men for working for another male group, because what is the labor force they're working for? They're working. The boss is likely a white man. So a Mexican man can work for a white man, and they will have no problem. They will praise that. They will say he's a hard worker. Let that be a black man, he's conquered. You see, this is why I say this doesn't have anything to do with what black men are doing. These women are trying to use dysfunctional black men as their excuse to divest. No one is mad about y'all divesting. You should have titled the video. Nobody cares about y'all divesting, man. When will y'all get this through y'all head? Nobody cares. When the only thing I'm actually mad about is why haven't y'all divested faster? Because why would I be mad about a group of women who have hatred for me and saying they're gonna go deal with someone else? That's actually a good thing. That's like that's the equivalent of the KKK saying, let's say you have the KKK, you live in an area and the KKK are heavy in your area. And let's say they make it known in your local area that they're about to leave your local area and they're about to go to a whole nother state. Matter of fact, they're about to go live on the entire other side of the country. Would you be mad about that as a black person when you hear the KKK in your area say they're not about to live there no more? All KKK members in that area are about to go live at another area. Would a black person be mad over that? No, that's a good thing. Why would you want the KKK in your area? The same thing applies to these divestors. These women spew the most venomous and most hate-filled content about black men. Why would they be mad about you divesting when you share the same sentiments, if not worse than the KKK? Like, nobody's mad about you divesting. That's a good thing. Please divest. I'm begging y'all, man. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to just, no, I'm serious. Please divest. Please, please, please divest. Please, I'm begging y'all. Please divest. All of you would please divest. I'm begging y'all. This is nothing but a good thing. But see, here's the thing. They won't divest because, as I said, if you're divested, why would you be watching a Cynthia G spewing her venom towards black men? This has nothing to do with you divesting. This has everything to do with them trying to quote unquote divest so they can weaponize dating out and try to trigger black men. This is their goal. That's the goal of Cynthia G, is to try to quote unquote eliminate the dating options of black men. And the goal of these goofy ass divestors is to try to weaponize interracially dating. This is literally this is childish behavior. These Negroes are children. This is the child sector of YouTube. This is the adolescent sector of YouTube. This is what I'm gonna have to start calling it, because this is literal childlike behavior. You niggas sound like children, man. This is all. I said this video was gonna be long, and it kind of is, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make it into a part two, because I don't want this to be too long. My part two, I'm gonna go more in depth on this. But there's one last thing I want to play that just shows the delusion that had me laughing. It had me laughing when I heard this. I'm gonna see if I can get that last part, and then I'm gonna end this video.
Probably the most desired. You wouldn't even be sitting up how there are men who are unwilling to change, and yet these are the ones they're targeting their messages to. If she's unwilling, they don't select these women, yet they still keep focusing on these women that they deem to be.
Drinking water before bed burns 46 pounds in 2 weeks. If you are struggling to lose weight and you
need to do to become marriage material. Why a male and female psychology is simply not there. Women submit to men who present themselves as alpha males. It's just that message is not going towards those black male worshiping women. They're all because black men are sitting up here complaining. We're not. You're still running around with a dry dick. You're still an incel. You're still not getting any cooperation with anything. The kitten and heels ain't changing nothing. You ain't going.
Okay, I'm not about to keep looking for the clip, honestly, the part that I wanted to play, but basically, I've already pretty much alluded to it when basically she was basically saying that this dude's TikTok video that you're seeing here, this dude, his video he made, the stuff he's talking about on TikTok, this is a response to black women divesting, and him and other black men are in a corner. Basically, what she was basically, I'm paraphrasing here, but she's basically trying to say that, you know, I'm, you know, she's basically trying to say that black men are in a corner, pretty much crying that they're divesting, and black men are just concerned, and this is his response, and this is black men's response. Like, no, 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 no. No one, no, please. I'm begging y'all, please divest. I'm begging y'all. It only it will be beneficial for everyone. Well, no, it wouldn't, because see, these women, their problem isn't that divest. Like, this has nothing to do with divesting. These women are going to remain miserable no matter what, because everything that is going on with them is psychological and it's mental illness. But that's a whole nother video in itself. So divesting isn't. This is really about their self-hatred. This has nothing to do with anything black men are doing. Like I said, they were literally praising Mexican men for working for other male groups, but when a black man is working for another male group, they call him conquered. A Mexican man works for another male group, they call it hardworking. So we understand this is hypocrisy on every level. This has nothing to do with anything but their self-hatred. And Cynthia G, her content is everything to do with her trying to thinking she can try to eliminate the dating options of black men. This is her goal, and I wanted y'all to hear it for yourselves. She is triggered and mad. Women like her and all the women who watch her content, they will forever remain miserable because they will refuse to look in the mirror and acknowledge their own problems. But that's all I gotta say in this video. I'm about to end this. My part 2 I will make soon. I just had to expose this goofiness because when I saw the thing, I was like, since I'm gonna make this video, I was like, I might as well find a video of hers to review. I was like, when I do this video, I'm just gonna review a video of hers. So I was like, I'm gonna just go on her channel and just find a random video, and I clicked on it, and then here we go. It was like the first video I saw, and I just clicked on this shit, and this is what I wanted. I just listened to it so I could see, and I was like, well, there, fell right on my lap. This is what her channel is all about. She's triggered. She can say she's not triggered, but if she wasn't concerned or worried or if she didn't care about black men interracially dating, she wouldn't constantly talk about it. This is literally all she talks about. I mean, just look at her catalog of videos. It's not that hard to see. But like I said, I'm about to end this video. Just another day of goofiness by you fucking savages on social media. It's over for you niggas, man. It's over. I had to come to this realization, this sad realization that it's over for the black race, man. It's over for you niggas. The majority of you niggas, y'all just not making it, man. And I mean, y'all not. This is what you niggas is focused on. Why the elites are planning. Let me not get into that. Let me stop, because if I say too much, the video will definitely not be able to get uploaded. Let me not even get into the elites. What's really going on in this world. And another thing I found funny is that she was talking about in the near future, their dating options will be eliminated. There's no near future. Like we, the, the new world order is almost here. Stuff in this country is about to change very soon, and it's gonna be very, very troubling to a lot of you Negroes that have not been prepared for what's about to happen, that don't know what's been happening in this country. You Negroes are delusional as fuck. This is why the majority of y'all are not making it. This country is about to change for not only this country but the world. It's about to change, and until the people stand up and go against this agenda by these elites, then let me stop. I'm gonna go. If I keep going, I'm gonna keep going. So let me stop. But y'all niggas don't know. Y'all niggas are gone. It's over for the majority of you niggas. You niggas are done. But I just had to expose this goofy shit. Um, this woman is very triggered. She doesn't have anything better to do, and I just had to expose this because I said I was gonna make my exposed video. I'm gonna do my part 2, and then after my part 2, my next video is gonna be further examining the narcissistic personality disorder of these women. I already made a video on it, but I have to make a part 2 to that video. So I got some content that I have coming down the road, but I have to I gotta get to it. After this video, I'm about to end this shit. I got some shit I got other shit I'm trying to do. I'm not about to keep laboring on with this video. Like I said, I already knew this was gonna be long, but I'm gonna go in and end this video. This is pretty much all you need to understand when it comes to Cynthia G. In conclusion, her content is all about her trying to quote unquote eliminate the dating options of black men. This is what she is triggered about, and this is why all her content is about black men dating interracially. This is why, because she is triggered over that. This is all she's triggered about. She knows. She can say all she wants about black women divesting. She knows these bras ain't divesting. She looks in her comment sections and sees the weird behavior of these bras claiming they're divested, but they're still stalking black men. They're not divested. They obviously don't know the definition of it, which I wouldn't be surprised because a lot of you niggas don't have a good grasp of the English language. A lot of you niggas can barely read. Let me stop. Let me let me stop. Let me go into this video. Let me go into this video. Bottom line is, you niggas are dumb. And no one cares about y'all divesting. Any of these divested bras, no one cares. Please divest. Me, and on the behalf of many other black men, please divest. Please. It doesn't make any sense for you to be sitting up here constantly stalking the black male while claiming you're divested. It makes no sense. Because they're not divested. No, they understand that they're down terrible. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. They're not happily divested nothing. You see these goofy bras talking about they're happily divested, living their best life abroad. Then why are you so focused on black men? This is a question that I have that has yet to be answered. And I'm going to have to make a separate video on that alone. Is if you're divested, why are you so focused on black men? It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to delve further on that in another video, but I'm about to end this video, man. Like I said, I keep saying it, but I'm about to end this video. My part 2 will be coming soon to this video, going further into, Cynthia G's madness and her mental illness. I believe she is suffering from mental illness. This doesn't make any logical sense. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. There's no other way to rationalize this shit. Well, actually, it is. I literally just rationalized it by saying this is the goal of her content, to try to eliminate the dating options of black men. This is literally this is what her goal is. But I'm about to end this video. Like I said, I'm about to end this video. I'm out.